What is going on, everyone? Happy Days here, and we're on day 3 of the Grand Party. So let's go ahead and get right into the matches and see who we're going to fight. So looking at the units here, first team does have a Luffy Yamato captain. It looks like they have an Int team up front, Sai in the middle, and then probably a mix of Sai team plus those leaders at the end there. Second team and third team both have G5 leaders, which are a little bit scarier. But looking at the third team, what I do like is that they have a quick team, which isn't too crazy. And they also have a Dex team as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take on this fight just so I can have my Free Spirit team go first. I do have the the Nami Karina unit, and as well as the Robin and Koala, who will just help get rid of that special as it charges, and then just be able to hit them really hard. So hopefully that first match should be pretty easy to win, and then I'll have 2 bursts for either the second or third match. So let's just go ahead and take on this team right here. Let me just make sure the second team is a quick team, so I'm just gonna swap my 2 teams here just so that it is my Dex versus their quick. So let's go ahead and get into the battle. If I want to, I could use a burst on here just because I have type advantage against the other 2 teams. So it might not be a bad idea just to use the burst here just to make sure that they can't really charge up their burst too much on their G5 leader. Obviously, they're going to use their special right away if I end up letting them do too much damage. So we'll just try to see if we can limit what they can do. But otherwise, let's go ahead and see us take on this match. And sorry, actually, we just realized I took out the Robin and Koala unit and put Otama there just for a quicker cooldown reduction there, and also for some healing as well. This is where she comes in and just helps take out a bunch of those specials, just allowing our guys to go first. And then, of course, once Luffy goes, he'll hit hard, and then when Sanji goes, he'll hit hard as well. He'll also help recharge some of those specials. And you can see what's awesome is our Nami Karina special is already ready to go again. He's special bound Luffy, which luckily isn't that bad for us. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, we have the Nam unit and the Karina who can just keep reducing their specials, so it's just a matter of just waiting it out. Now, obviously, the Luffy here is our main damage dealer, so that is a little bit of a pain. But that's fine. It is what it is. We'll just keep using Nami and Karina to make them keep attacking Zoro, and we'll just keep doing high counterattack until Luffy is ready to go, which should just be in a couple seconds here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my burst when it's ready just to make the matches a little bit quicker. So it was awesome. Their G5 is ready to go, and we just said, nope, not happening. Okay, we'll go ahead and use our burst here. Like I said, this is just to make sure that they can't charge up their burst gauge to be able to use their leader against us, and with the type advantage, they shouldn't be able to build it up much in the next match either, which is really why we're doing it. Luffy is almost ready to go. I'm hoping that with this... oh, perfect. That was great timing, because now Nami and Karina will stop that G5 Luffy from going, which will, again, stop him from being able to use his special there to really do too much damage against us. And at this point, the match is really over. So that's good. He only got his charge gauge maybe a quarter of the way, which spells good news for us. So we're going to go ahead and go into the second battle here. The Dex team is nerfed, obviously, with the rules this season. But one, I have type advantage, and Blackberry can do a huge cut. With his 40% HP cut, Big Mom hits hard with half stats. So, like I said, I don't expect any issues, and you can already see my burst is already ready to go. So I'll basically just wait. Now, they do have the King at the very back of the bench there, which is obviously something to just watch out for. But like I said, the goal is to just get in there and do so much damage that they can't even get King to really have his special do anything, and I have a pretty stacked back bench just in case that happens. But it'll put me in a good spot to be able to win here. Now, that King special does hurt just because it does that 30% HP cut, but it is what it is. All right, we're going to go ahead and use our burst just to get a bunch of them out of there. And you can see that burst is just so nasty. It just destroyed literally all 5 of them. And all my unit specials are here and ready to go. So hopefully they won't even get a chance to use any of their specials against us. And boom, just like that, we have secured our first victory of the day to bring us up to 7 wins. All right, so let's go ahead and see what teams are out there for match number 2 of the day. So clicking here, we can go ahead and see that awesome. We have someone who's using the friend strategy at the end once they're done their runs. So we're going to go ahead and take on this 3rd team just so we don't have to take on other G5s. As I mentioned, if that last team wasn't a leader, I'd probably take on this team. I could use a Dex team to easily wipe out their top team, and then I have the Int team I could use to go ahead and take out the 2nd team here. And I'd probably be able to get both of those taken out before they're able to get off their burst. But because it's just much easier to go ahead and take on this fight right here. So the tricky part here is obviously they have they have Nami and Karina there who can do the special reverse. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is save I'll just throw a dummy team out there called a sacrificial team, however you want to call it there, just so we can build up our burst on this first stage. I don't expect that this team here will be able to take them out, just because the strength team is debuffed and they're not really meant to take out this free spirit team here. So we'll go ahead and get into the battle, but like I said, we're fully expecting to lose this first fight, and then we're going to be able to defeat the 2nd fight pretty easily without having to use a burst, and then we'll go into the 3rd fight. We can't see the team on the 3rd fight, so obviously that's a problem, but having 2 bursts in our free spirit team, we should be able to get through, whatever they throw at us, especially because we have Otami healing us, and without having to take a shot there, I'm not worried at all about that match there. So let's go ahead and just watch what happens here. Like I said, I have a feeling that this team's going to lose, but yeah, we'll see. I should just go ahead and skip. I don't think, I'm not going to make you guys watch this, but you can see, as expected, we didn't think that this team was going to win. But that's fine. We were just going to charge. Our burst was really the main purpose of that. So let's go ahead and go into battle number 2. And we do have the option of using our GP burst here if we really wanted to, just to speed things up. Like I said, I don't think we're going to need 2 bursts for the final stage, but it does make it a little bit safer. So just for that, I might just, let it ride. It'll make the match last a little bit longer. So I apologize for that, but at least doing it that way, we'll just kind of make sure that we have 2 bursts ready to go, 2 bursts ready to use on that final stage, no matter what that team might be. So obviously the reverse specials is annoying there, but luckily the Big Mom and the Blackbeard did not get their special reversed, so that is good news for us. It's going to hurt when Akainu goes, just because he'll do that 30% HP cut to us when he goes. But unfortunately, that's just part of the game. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that cut right there, which is fine. And now we're going to have Luffy go. Unfortunately, he's not below the 50% HP. Otherwise, he would do a ton more damage. But that's fine, because Blackbeard's just going to come in here and just kind of help clean up a little bit. And then once Big Mom goes, she'll take out a bunch of those units that are left there. Luckily, without the Roger Odin here, the units here aren't scary, right? You have that smoothie unit who can just keep banging out special reverse and getting specials ready. So it's a good thing that we don't have to worry too much about having that Odin unit on here. So we can just go ahead and leisurely kill the rest of these guys. Like I said, not a problem. We had a pretty stacked bench anyway, so we weren't worried if we lost 1 or 2 units. It wouldn't have mattered in the end to the ultimate outcome of the match anyway. So we'll just go ahead and skip just the killing of this last guy. Just have to wait for that to happen. So you can see that we won match number 2. I'm guessing that match number 3 is going to be an int team. But it could be one of the slasher teams with Roger Odin Roger Whitebeard as well. But I guess we'll see. Yep, so it's, your standard team here. Like I said, I have 2 specials ready to go, so I'm not too worried about here. Obviously, Luffy can do the revive, Zoro can do the revive, and I have Otama to just help heal up. So that Jack HP cut is going to hurt, of course, but it's not the end of the world for us. We're going to take the HP cut there, which is unfortunate, but luckily we have our GP burst, and now all our team is pretty much ready to go as well. So the Namekurina is just going to reverse all the specials, so that way Roger and Whitebeard can't even do anything. And then Luffy's going to come in with a pretty awesome hit and hopefully do a ton of damage and hopefully take Roger and Whitebeard out, so we just don't have to worry about them anymore. Unfortunately, they didn't, but that's fine. Their special got reversed with the Namekurina, so we'll just go ahead and wait for Sanji to hopefully finish them off. Again, all our specials get recharged, which is awesome. Otama has some additional healing that she'll do. And now we just kind of wait and just slowly chip away at their health until we can finally kill them. And our burst is ready, so I'll just go ahead and use it just to end the match here. But this is why we try to save 2 bursts for that final match, so that no matter who you're facing, you're able to basically, win it without too many issues there. So there we go. That's match number 2 of the day. That brings it up to 9 wins. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what teams we have for the potential 9th win. Clicking here, we can go ahead and see that we have... Oh, awesome. So the first match is, again, someone using the friend captain strategy at the end, which is awesome, and we'll show you how to do that at the end of the video. But you can see their first team looks like a Dex team. Second team is a Slasher team with some int units on there as well, and then third team is the Hidden team. So what I think we'll go ahead and do here is end up using our Strength team to obviously take out their Dex team up front, use the Free Spirit team in the middle, and then hopefully we won't even need to use the Dex team at the end there, but that's kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, because they don't have a burst, I'm not too worried here. If they did have a burst, I might change that last team to be something like the Int team just to make sure that we secure the victory there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. As I mentioned, I'm not going to use any specials for the first stage. So we'll just let it play out a little bit, and then we'll just skip the rest. But just to build up that boost gauge that we have so we can use the G5 burst. And both of our teams are debuffed because of the Strength and Dex rules, but we do get some buffs because of our friend captain, or because of our GP captain, I should say. That gives some additional stats there. So you can see Jack's ready to go, which is always great. You love to see that. So Jack will go ahead and do a huge chunk of damage. And once Luffy goes, we'll really get a lot of that damage up. Luckily for us, we'll be able to have the Kobe unit who will give haste, so hopefully that moves Luffy back up to the top of the order, which it did, and he actually moved Kaido and Luffy, which will allow them both to do some good damage against all these units here. Luffy's going to come in and do some damage as well. And that Luffy unit is just insane with what he can do. I absolutely love that Luffy unit. He's just so crazy in the output of damage he can do. Even when he was nerfed, you saw that he did just a ton of damage against that Dex team. So let's go ahead and skip, just so we don't have to wait to kill these last 2 guys. So that's awesome. We got our first win here. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the second match. This is, like I said, this team has a lot of slashers on it, which is fine. Obviously, the scariest unit here is the Roger Whitebeard again, just because of the cut that they can do. And they also have the Zoro Sanji on there from the anniversary, as well as the Yamato. So we just got to watch out there. But like I said, I don't see any huge issues there. Hopefully we'll be able to get our special of Nami and Karina off before they get theirs off. That way we can just delay them. So we have a 9 cooldown. They have a 6. So hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be able to get our Nami Karina special off, which it looks like we'll be able to do, and that will just make sure that they just get delayed in that order, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to happen. And then right before our Luffy goes, we'll go ahead and use the GP Burst. That way we can recharge it again. And you can see it just pretty much wiped out the HP of everyone, which is just insane. Yeah, 3 units left. I'm just going to go ahead and skip just because there's no chance that they can beat me with the units they have left there, and just save some time for you guys. So yeah, there you go. That is the 3rd match of the day. So again, we were victorious. It obviously gets harder the next couple days just because you start seeing less teams, so you have to kind of trust the luck of RNG to get there. Unless, of course, you do the friend strategy. So just as a quick reminder, once you're done your matches for the day, just go into the setup, go ahead and change your leader to someone, who's a rare recruit on the team who doesn't have a burst, just so people know what team you have there. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and make this Sanji here my leader, just so people know that my bottom team, which is hidden, is going to be a Dex team. So they can hopefully plan to put a strength team or a type advantage team in those slots. So just setting that to one of the teams that are hidden just help out everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the matches today. Let me know how your win total is going. Did you get 9 out of 9? And if you like this video, you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. So until next time, be kind to each other.